So I decided to conduct an experiment this year of not watching a single sporting event and still coming out and predicting the NBA Finals, all the entire playoff run to a T. You guys ready with me? Let's get into it. Guys, before we get into the video, Lord Voldemort has something to say to you. Subscribe or I will sacrifice you in the name of Harold Potter. And remember, Joe's giving away a $50 Amazon gift card if he gets to 100 subs by the end of May. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and let's get back into the video. So I decided I didn't want to watch any sports games this year. A, because COVID year. B, because I just kind of wanted a sports break. The last 2 years of my life have just been studying sports school, so a lot of sports. I want less sports in my life. But now, NBA playoffs, I am going to predict it to a T. Charlotte's going to destroy Boston because Boston is filled with a bunch of racist white fans. And I don't really care about Washington, Indiana. Both of those teams are gonna get blown out in the first round. So for sake of argument, let's give it to Washington because Bradley Beal is a menace. I was gonna say monster, but then I said menace. He's a monster menace. Philly against, I think they're gonna end up playing Charlotte. I don't really know how the play-in format works. So just to show you guys how much basketball I know this year, I'm just still gonna say Philly wins because that's gonna be my first Eastern Conference lock. All right, let's go to the 2-7 matchup. Brooklyn against, I don't know, doesn't really matter. Brooklyn's gonna move on in 4 anyways. Milwaukee versus Miami. Now this one could be interesting because it could go either way. I could see Miami winning like they did last year, but I think that Giannis is on a mission this year. Not being at the bubble should help him a lot. So I'm gonna give it to Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis, daddy, let's go. And then Knicks versus Hawks. Let's go Rangers, let's go! Woo! Knicks all the way, baby. MSG, fuck you, James Dolan. And we got Philly against the Knicks, baby. Knicks, your run has ended. Philly's going straight to the Eastern Conference Finals, man. You guys are gonna go up there, maybe win a game, maybe 2. Boom, you're getting cut. Brooklyn versus Milwaukee. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one because if Harden plays, that's wraps. That's clamps, that's wraps. Like, Philly's gonna fucking meet Brooklyn in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals, but if it just depends if Harden plays. So I'm just gonna give it to Brooklyn. So Philly against Brooklyn in the Eastern Conference Finals, and it's gonna be Brooklyn that wins this shit. Let's go! Brooklyn is my first team in the NBA Finals. Now let's go to the West. I think both the Lakers and Warriors easily take care of business in the play-in games. So let's move on to the 1-8 matchup, which is the Utah Jazz against the Warriors. Now this one could be tough because whenever Curry's in the game, you don't know what's gonna happen, but I don't think Curry's enough to beat the entire Utah team because they have some shooters on that team. They got some stealth. It's gonna be Utah that takes this one, but it's gonna be a 6-game series. I'm calling that now. Now my first upset. Can this really be an upset since it's Lakers versus Phoenix? I know it's a 2-7 matchup, so normally the 2's gonna win, but I just think that Anthony Davis, LeBron James, every big man they have on their team can just go down there and dominate DeAndre Ayton. And even then, like Davis can clamp up Booker on the perimeter. LeBron is LeBron. I'm sorry, I really want Phoenix to win, but it's gonna be LeBron and the Lakers that win this game in 5. Denver-Portland is a tricky one because Denver, I think if they get past Portland, they have a pretty good shot of getting to the Western Conference Finals. Again, guys, I haven't watched a single basketball game all year, so keep that in mind. But yeah, Denver wins. And then Clippers, Mavericks, I think the Mavericks win, and then Paul George is getting traded. Kawhi Leonard's coming back home, baby. Let's go. Kawhi Leonard back to the Raptors. How disgustingly nice would that be? Ooh, with like a top 6 pick. The Raptors are gonna run it back 2 years late. So we got Utah versus the Mavericks in our first 2nd round matchup, and I think that the Mavericks win. I think the Mavericks are going to the Western Conference Finals, sorry. It's gonna be an interesting game. And then we got Denver versus the Lakers. This is a Western Conference rematch in the 2nd round. I wanna give it to Denver. I think Denver's gonna make it to the Western Conference Finals. there's just something about Denver this year. Jokic is on a mission, which leaves a European matchup between Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic. Who's gonna win? Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. I think even with Murray gone, I still think it's a lock that the Nuggets are gonna be in the NBA Finals. So you got the Brooklyn Nets against the Denver Nuggets. Who's gonna win that game? Brooklyn, baby! And then there's gonna be like this whole conversation after, like, oh my God, what do the Nuggets have to do? Who are they gonna trade? And then there's gonna be the whole Kevin Durant narrative, like, he won a title, but like, he didn't really win a title because he had like 2 other superstars with him. People gonna be talk, but Kevin Durant, I think you would have won another championship. You're my guy. I actually respect him a lot. I think he's misunderstood. So same with Kyrie. If anybody thinks that what Kyrie did at the beginning of the season by him leaving for like a week or two to go deal with personal matters is like an issue, go fuck yourself. You don't understand human rights and all you care about is your enjoyment. I don't give a fuck. I don't make the rules. I just don't. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back tomorrow for another episode of Really, Really Early Late Nights with Joe Maloof. Remember, I haven't watched a single basketball game this year.